Hello, all my beautiful flowers, and welcome back to my channel. Flower Fairy here, and I just want to wish you all a very happy new year. I hope you had a wonderful holiday season, and I hope you have a wonderful new year ahead. And I just wanted to take this moment to thank you all so much for your support of my channel this past year and all of your comments and likes and all of that. Just wanted to say thank you for that. And in today's reading, we're going to be looking at how can you eliminate negative thinking patterns. So to do this reading, I've laid out 3 separate piles of cards here. Pile number 1, you're going to be this red Jasper moon here. That's what that looks like. Pile number 2, you're going to be this green Aventurine moon here. And then pile 3, you're going to be this Bloodstone moon crystal here. So take a minute and focus on the piles and decide which one you're most drawn to. You can then scroll down to the description box below where I have timestamps listed for each pile. You can then click on your timestamp and you'll be directly forwarded to your reading. So let's get into it. Hi, pile 1. So you guys chose the red Jasper moon. And let's start by looking at your oracle here. So you received be honest with each other. Interesting card. So what I'm feeling with this card, pile 1, is a way for you to eliminate or get rid of negative thinking patterns is to be honest with the people in your life, as well as being honest with yourself. Being honest about how you feel about certain people, being honest with how you feel about yourself, and just being very transparent in general. Really letting people know what you're thinking, how you're feeling. I feel like that's going to allow you to release a lot of that pent up negative energy that maybe is swirling around your mind, is to just let it out, whether that be a good feeling that you're having or a bad feeling. If you're upset with someone, it's about letting them know how they're upsetting you. If it's about a negative feeling you have about yourself, it's about being honest with yourself about that negative feeling and trying to heal that. And a way for you to do that is to give yourself positive feedback, to practice positive affirmations and telling yourself how much you love yourself and the things that you admire about yourself. So it's about really being transparent with yourself and with others in your life, pile 1. So really interesting message there from Spirit. So you also received this unplug card here. And it's interesting, we see a picture of a person here laying on this beautiful beach. And then we see there looks like a cell phone here that they've sort of put to the side. So I get the feeling that this card is about sort of unplugging from social media, unplugging from the outside world, and just resting and just taking time to yourself. But let's read what the back says. So it says, recharge your soul batteries by unplugging from the digital world. Connect with yourself by disconnecting from distractions, such as other people's to-do lists. Take a stroll. The best way to generate fresh and innovative ideas is to balance the virtual and natural worlds. The birds and the trees have just as much to teach you as the internet. Interesting. Yeah, so it's basically what I was talking about before, pile one. It's about disconnecting from the computer, from the internet, from social media, and just letting your mind be free of that. And, maybe taking a walk, like this card says, or going to the beach, or spending time in nature. I feel like that's going to be a really good release for you of any negative feelings or thoughts that you're having. Because some of those negative thought patterns or feelings may be coming from the internet or from social media, causing you to feel this unrest or negativity. So, Spirit really wants you to just unplug from that for a while and just give yourself a break. So, really interesting. You also received this dove card, and it says, spread messages of peace and harmony, Archangel Bokpi. So this is about really getting in touch with that peace and that harmony inside you, pile one. It's about spreading love to other people, spreading peace, spreading harmony, and getting that equilibrium back, getting that balance back in your life. And I feel like this is about creating harmony with others, because on the card, we see these two birds here, and they're just flying together harmoniously and really enjoying each other's company in this beautiful sunlight here. So I really feel this is a message for you to connect with others and really share that sense of harmony, that sense of peace with them, and really work on your relationships, work on getting along with people and really creating that harmonious flow with them. So really beautiful. You also have the whale card with breach. So I'm getting this idea from this card, pile one, that a way for you to release any negative thinking patterns is to just break free of them. I feel with this card, this energy of a breakthrough coming, because this whale here is sort of breaking through the water and just breaching this barrier. So I feel like a way for you to get rid of negative thinking patterns is to just break through these patterns. And I feel like a way, ways for you to do that is, like we've talked about before, unplugging from social media and the internet, spreading messages of harmony with people, creating peace, and being honest with yourself and with others about what you're thinking and what you're feeling. And I feel like this is going to allow you to reach this breakthrough and really just eliminate those negative thinking patterns and just be in a much better positive state of mind. So really interesting. So you also received the rewriting the subconscious card. And in the back it says, the more I embrace feeling good, the less often I will feel bad. So this card is about really restructuring your internal wiring, pile one. It's about thinking positively and embracing this feeling of feeling good, feeling happy, feeling positive. And whenever you feel yourself thinking a negative thought or feeling a negative emotion, it's about correcting that and telling yourself, I feel good today. I'm going to have a good day. Or instead of telling yourself, I'm horrible at this, I'm terrible, I'm never going to succeed, it's about telling yourself, I'm learning and I'm improving and I'm going to do this. I'm going to achieve this. So it's really about restructuring your thoughts and changing them from negative to positive, pile one. And I feel like this is probably the most important message that Spirit has for you today, is really being conscious of how you're speaking to yourself and what thoughts you're having. And every time you find yourself having a negative thought or a negative feeling, it's about changing that, transforming that negativity into positivity, into a positive thought. So really, really important, pile one. So finally, you have number 43 with consciously complete. And I'm getting a few messages from this card, pile one. I feel like this card is talking about you having the key to your heart, you holding the key to your happiness. Because we have this key on this card, on this woman's heart. There's a key and it's in the shape of a heart. So it's almost saying that you are complete in yourself. You are able to create happiness for yourself. You are the source of your own happiness and your own balance and your own peace. And it's about just really being aware of that, because, you know, this consciously complete is talking about how you are complete in and of yourself. You don't need anything from the outside world. You don't need the internet to tell you that you're wonderful and that you're complete. You don't need anyone else telling you that. You are consciously complete in yourself. And I also get this idea of like meditation or some kind of spiritual work here with this card, and you finding this balance in your life. And I feel like a way for you to release negative thinking patterns is to practice some form of meditation or some form of spirituality that will calm your mind and allow these peaceful, harmonious thoughts to enter your existence and to permeate your body and your mind, so that you'll be in this calmer, more peaceful state, pile one. So really beautiful energy there. So let's take a look at your tarot cards now to see if we can get more info here. So you received number 2 with initiation. Interesting. So with this card, pile one, I feel like a way for you to eliminate negative thinking patterns is to really get in touch with the spiritual world. And the reason I say that is because we have this woman here who's taking water from this stream here, and there's this bird, this raven, it looks like, on her head, perched on her head. And I feel like this is spirit trying to give you messages here, trying to initiate you into something, and trying to speak to you through your crown chakra here. So there's a lot of crown chakra activation. And I feel like this is spirit's way of telling you to tune into spirit more, to get in touch with that connection that you have with the spiritual world, and allow that to help you in getting rid of these negative thinking patterns and healing any fears or negativity or low self-esteem, or, you know, however, whatever is creating these negative thoughts. Allow that to heal. And spirit really wants to help you with that. Spirit wants to help you heal. And there's an idea of balance here. And, you know, this card reminds me of the Temperance card, you know, with the water flowing here. It's about finding balance and really listening to spirit, really tuning into spirit to help you heal these negative thinking patterns. So really beautiful. So you also received the Two of Earth, which is the Two of Pentacles card. And this card again is about finding balance. And it's also about having options or making choices. And so I feel like this is Spirit's way of saying that you have a choice, pile one, of whether you go through life thinking negative thoughts and having negative feelings, or whether you go through life in a peaceful, positive state of mind. That's your decision, pile one. That's your choice to make. And I feel like a lot of you will be making the choice to work on these negative thinking patterns and to change them into positivity and to heal and to rest. You know, I get this idea of really resting here, really taking time out to yourself and just unplugging. You know, we saw it before with the unplug card, but just maybe taking a nap more often, or going out in nature and just sitting under a tree, or, you know, kind of hibernating from the world, because I feel like that, you know, disconnection from the world is what's going to help you heal and is going to help you change your mindset from, you know, this negativity to positivity. So really beautiful. You also have the Messenger of Air, which is the Page of Swords card. So again, I'm getting this message of Spirit wanting to communicate with you, Spirit wanting to help you through this time of healing, pile one. And I say that because we have all these birds here, and this young boy is holding this bird in his arms. And I feel like this is Spirit giving you this big hug here and saying, it's okay, pile one. It's okay to have negative thoughts, because we're going to help you heal that. We're going to be with you, and we're going to walk you through this, and we're going to help you become more positive. And, you know, Spirit wants you to know that they're right there with you, and they're sending you messages. That's why you have the Messenger of Air here. They're sending you messages, and they really want you to be open to them, to listen to them. And I also feel like, you know, this card is about taking the initiative to change, you know, taking that action, really being forceful about making those changes, you know, not just living in this, you know, place of negativity, but really telling yourself, I am going to change, and I'm going to do this, 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 and this in order to change. So really important, pile one. And finally, you have number 9 with rebirth. Beautiful energy. So yeah, I feel like for a lot of you here, there is going to be a rebirth for you here. There is going to be this transformation for you from this negativity to positivity. And you're going to feel brand new again. You're going to feel this zest for life, this love for yourself. And I feel like that's going to come once you've done this work here, once you've worked on unplugging and being honest with yourself and being honest with others, and, you know, working on peace and harmony, all of those things, and connecting with Spirit. All of those things are going to lead to this rebirth for you. And I really feel like it's going to be you just coming out and blossoming and really showing your true self, your true colors, and showing the world the positive, happy person that you are. You know, because I don't feel like this negativity is part of your nature. I don't feel like it's part of who you are. I feel like it's a state that you're in, or a stage that you're going through. I feel like this happy person here is who you are inside. And this rebirth is going to allow you to display that happy side again to the world and to yourself. And it's going to be a really beautiful moment, a really eye-opening moment for you. So really, really beautiful, pile one. So I'm just going to get one final message for you here from this deck to wrap up your reading. So fairies and fae, what final messages or guidance do you have for pile 1, please? What final messages or guidance do you have for pile 1, please? Fairies and fae. Final messages. Thank you. Okay, so you received the Together card, and it says, I love working together with others and how it makes once impossible dreams possible. I see there is strength in unity and how much we can accomplish together. Asking for help is not weak, it is powerful. Wow. So there's this message coming through here, pile 1, that it's really important for you right now to maybe work with others, whether this is on your healing here, or whether this is on a project or in your job or career, in your relationship, however it resonates for you. There's an idea of togetherness here, working with people. And I feel like working with people is also going to help you maintain a more positive mindset, and heal some of this negative thought patterns. I feel like it's really going to allow you to see the beauty in working with people and the beauty in achieving your dreams, because there's a saying, teamwork makes the dream work. And I really believe that. I really believe that one person alone a lot of times is not capable of achieving their dream. A lot of times we need others. We need other people's skills. We need other people's input. We need that sense of unity, that sense of camaraderie. We need that, to make whatever dream we have come true. And I really see that for you, pile 1, that, whatever dreams you have, it's really important to work with others on achieving those, because I feel like that's really going to relieve some of your stress, some of your negative thinking patterns, and really help you just get into this positive mindset and achieve your dreams, pile 1. So just some final guidance there from Spirit. I hope it helps you. And if you like this reading today, please give me a big thumbs up down below. I would really appreciate it if you enjoyed the reading. And also, if you like this reading and you would like to see more like it in the future, please subscribe to my channel. It really does help my channel grow. And I would love to have you as part of the Flower Fairy family. Otherwise, thank you very much for being here today. I appreciate all of your love and support. And I'm spreading love right back to you. And I hope to see you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile 2. So you guys chose the green Aventurine moon. And let's start by looking at your oracle. So you received, now is the time to struggle. Interesting. Yeah, so Spirit is coming through with this message today, pile 2, that they are aware that you are struggling right now, pile 2, and they're almost letting you know that this struggle or this time of hardship is sort of meant to be right now. It's sort of something that you need to go through in order to heal from this, in order to progress on your journey and fulfill your destiny. I feel like there is peace coming for you, pile 2. And I feel like, this difficult time, this feeling of negativity or, negative thought patterns is going to pass for you. And I feel like, just like we see in this card, there's this person in a boat here and they're in this vast ocean, and it feels like they have miles and miles to row to get to shore. And that's sort of how I see you, as like feeling like you have all of these obstacles, all of these difficulties right now. But Spirit is saying, now is the time for this. Now is the time for you to go through this struggle in order to heal from it, in order to get to a better mindset, get to a better place. And so let's look into how you can actually do that, how you can actually change those negative thinking patterns or negative feelings into positive so that you can get through this struggle and you can make it to the shore. So you received number 1 with clear the vessel. Interesting. So yeah, this is about cleaning up your life and your body, pile 2. It's about eating healthy foods, eliminating toxins from your body. And a way to do that is to eat really clean, healthy foods. Some of you may want to cut down on the sugar, cut down on the fat, cut down on any processed foods or artificial foods in order to clear your vessel. Some of you may want to cut down on toxic things like alcohol or cigarettes or anything toxic to your body. This is also about clearing your space, maybe doing some decluttering in your home, maybe lighting some sage and doing a cleansing of your home. There's a lot of ways to sort of clear your body and clear your space. And I feel like this is a way for you to let go of those negative thinking patterns, really rid them from your body and rid them from your space, is to just cleanse everything, clear everything out so that you have this blank slate to work with. And you can work on building positivity in your mind, in your thoughts, and in your body. And, it's sort of like doing a clearing or a cleansing, where you just clean all the negativity out and you start fresh, you start new. And Spirit is saying that this is a way for you to eliminate these negative thinking patterns, is to just clear everything out, clear your mind, clear your body, clear your space, and start fresh. And it's a great time to do that right now, pile 2, because it is a new year and it is a time of rebirth and renewal. So it's really the best time you could get for actually doing this clearing, doing this cleansing. So really, really beautiful, pile 2. So you also received listen to your body. Yeah, and it's funny because you had this card here about clearing your body, and now you're having listened to your body. So very interesting. So it says, no matter how bad we feel, our bodies are always working on our behalf to create health and vitality. Meet your body halfway by acting on the messages it sends you. Whether it's a whisper or a roar, don't ignore what you hear. Listen to your body. It wants the best for you. Yeah, this is what I was talking about, pile 2. Spirit really wants you to listen to your body. If your body is telling you it's tired, rest. If your body is telling you it's overworked, don't work so hard. If your body is telling you you need fruits and vegetables, eat fruits and vegetables. Because your body is trying to get you into balance. And part of that balance involves your mind and involves your thinking patterns. And so Spirit is really saying, if you listen to your body and you do this cleansing, you're going to be in a much better place to heal your mind, to heal those negative thinking patterns. And I feel like by listening to your body, you're going to feel a lot better. You're going to feel a lot better physically and mentally. And it's interesting because it's said here, your body wants what's best for you, and it's trying to create this health and this vitality. So it's about working with your body, pile 2, and really listening to it. And I feel like that is going to be really helpful for you in terms of changing those negative thinking patterns and just eliminating them from your life, from your body, from your mind. So really interesting. So you also have donkey, and it says, keep your heart open no matter what. Archangels Mary and Gabriel. Yeah, beautiful energy. So this card is about believing in yourself, pile 2, believing that you will be able to eliminate these negative thinking patterns, really keeping your heart open to healing and to improving yourself, and knowing inside that you can do it, believing in it. Because we have this beautiful light here on this donkey's heart, and it's giving me this idea of, believing in your heart that you can make this change, that you can do this, and that spirit is working with you. You have all this light activation here, all this light energy around you coming from spirit, just wanting to heal you, wanting to help you. So really be open to that, pile 2, and believe in yourself, believe that you can do it. So really beautiful. You also have this card here. It says inspiring others. And it says, I help others feel empowered by acknowledging their gifts. Yeah, so this is about being an inspiration to other people, pile 2, and really being positive in your interactions with others, letting people know how gifted they are, how beautiful they are. Empowering them by acknowledging their gifts, just like this card says, because by you empowering them and telling them how beautiful their gifts are, you're actually creating this positive energy in the world and this positive mindset. And that's going to in turn help you have a more positive mindset, help you feel better about yourself. Because believe it or not, when we compliment others, when we give out positive energy, we actually receive something in return. And that's that feeling of goodness, that feeling of positivity. So we in turn feel better about ourselves, and we feel good as a person. So it's really to your benefit to empower others, to help others feel good about themselves, because in turn, you're going to be creating positive energy for yourself as well. So really interesting concept there, pile 2. So finally, you have this ocean card, and it says ebb and flow. Yeah, so another way for you to eliminate negative thinking patterns, pile 2, I feel, is to just go with the flow and really understand that life is about ebbs and flows. Life is about happiness and sadness. It's about times of hardship and times of ease. It's about darkness and light. There's this idea here that things are not always going to be easy, pile 2. Things are not always going to be positive or good. But a way for you to deal with the hard times is to just go with the flow, go with the ebbs and flows, just roll with the times, roll with the punches, and not take things so hard, not take things so seriously. So it's about, if something negative happens in your day, not letting that ruin your day, not letting that change your mindset from positive to negative, but just saying to yourself, well, that happened, oh well, I'm going to just move on with my day and, hopefully it'll get better. It's about accepting the bad with the good, and just sort of dealing with it, rolling with it, and not letting the bad overtake you, not letting that control your thoughts and really create this negative mindset, but really just letting it go and just going with the ebb and flow of things, taking the bad with the good, however you want to see it. But it's really about riding that wave of, good and bad and just accepting it, pile two. So, really important message there from Spirit. So, let's take a look at your tarot now to see if we can get more info. So, you received the Eight of Wands. And this card is about taking swift action, pile two. So, Spirit really wants you to take action on this really quickly, pile two. Really working on yourself, really clearing your vessel, listening to your body, keeping your heart open, believing in yourself, inspiring and empowering others, going with the flow, all of those things. Spirit wants you to take action towards them. So, for some of you, that might mean, waking up tomorrow and creating a new diet for yourself, or creating a new exercise plan, or, working on meditation, whatever it is for you. Spirit wants you to take that action, and they want you to take it quickly, not 2 months from now, not 5 years from now, but now, because I feel like you're going to make so much progress in this year if you take that action and you really work on that. So really beautiful. You also receive the Eight of Pentacles. And the Eight of Pentacles card is about working on something like a project or a career and really mastering it, really practicing it or working on it. So I feel like Spirit is coming through with this message today that a way for you to eliminate any negative thinking patterns or thoughts is to just keep yourself busy at work or whatever you're passionate about. Whether this is a hobby or whether this is a career, I feel like focusing your mind on that and really working on it is going to keep your mind focused on whatever that is. And your mind isn't going to have time to have these negative thoughts or feelings and to, dwell on negative things, because you're going to be so focused on what you're doing, on, whether that's a job or that's a hobby or a career. It's interesting because we see this person hammering something here, but then we have this easel with these paints on it. So for some of you, I feel like this could be a hobby like painting, or even a career that you're passionate about, or maybe it's your job, your everyday career. But whatever it is, Spirit wants you to really focus on that and spend time on that, because that's going to allow you to focus your mind and not allow these negative thoughts to come in, these negative feelings. So really interesting energy. So you also have the Seven of Swords. And the Seven of Swords is sort of about, it can be about feeling defensive or wanting to defend yourself. It can also be about hardship. But with this card, I'm getting the idea that Spirit just wants you to keep going, be very persistent in your efforts to clear this negative mindset or clear this negative thinking pattern. Really work on making progress toward it, because we see this person on this card here, he's climbing this mountain using these swords here. It's like he's rock climbing and he's making progress, so I feel like Spirit just wants you to keep going. And Spirit knows that you have a heavy load on your back. You've got all of these burdens, or you've got, these negative feelings or negative thoughts. But Spirit wants you to know that you can get through this. You can achieve this goal of having a positive mindset, having positive thoughts. You just need to keep going. You need to be persistent in it. So that is coming through. And then you also have the Nine of Swords. And that doesn't surprise me, because the Nine of Swords is about feeling anxious and feeling fearful. So, I feel like for a lot of you, anxiety may be a cause of these negative thinking patterns or fears that you have, feeling maybe trapped or unable to get out of this negative thinking pattern. But Spirit wants you to know that there is a light here. There is hope. And I say that because we have this candle in the window here indicating light and hope. And we also have the moon, so I feel like there's a lot of light energy around you, a lot of healing energy. And I feel like by going through these steps, you will be healing this anxiety or this fear. And that's going to allow you to open up this new world of possibilities and hope and positivity, really changing those negative thinking patterns or feelings to positive. So it's about really, working on healing any anxious or fearful or limited thinking patterns from your life and from your body, pile 2. So I'm just going to get one final card here for you from the Fairies and Fae. So Fairies and Fae, what final message or guidance? Thank you. So you received this Unlimited card here. And it says, I create my reality with the thoughts I think and things I focus on. I am unlimited in my ability to create a beautiful life full of good and love. Beautiful. Yeah, so this is about focusing on your thoughts, pile 2, and really recognizing when you're thinking a negative thought or when you're having a negative feeling, and really recognizing that and stopping yourself and changing that negative thought to a positive thought. It's really about being conscious of these patterns that you have and working to change them. Because if we don't know that a problem exists, we can't fix it. If we don't know that we're thinking a negative thought, we can't change it. So it's about, as soon as you have a negative thought, let's say you're working on something and all of a sudden you find yourself saying, I can't do this. I'm horrible at this. It's about recognizing, I just criticized myself. I just, told myself I can't do this. And changing that thought to a positive thought, which would be, I'm getting better at this. I think I can do this. I think I have potential. It's about changing that thought, that thinking pattern, interrupting it while it's happening and making that change, pile 2. And understanding that you are capable of creating this beautiful life for yourself, this life of goodness and love and happiness and positivity, and believing that the possibilities are unlimited for you. So really, really beautiful message from Spirit there, pile 2. So I feel like that's all I have for you guys today, pile 2. I really hope the reading helped you. If it did, please give me a big thumbs up down below. And if you like this reading and would like to see more like it in the future, please subscribe to my channel. It really does help my channel grow. And I really do appreciate all of the support and positive feedback. And I hope to see you guys in the next reading. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you so much. Bye. Hi, Pile 3. So you guys chose this Bloodstone moon crystal here. And let's start by looking at your oracle. So you received angels pray for you. Wow, beautiful energy, Pile 3. So I'm getting this message here from Spirit, Pile 3, that whatever negative thinking patterns you're having right now, or anxious thoughts or fears, the angels and Spirit are praying for you right now. And they want you to know that you are not alone in this. They have your back, Pile 3, and they really want you to know that they're sending you healing energy. They're praying for you. They're sending you messages of hope and messages of healing. And their light is all around you, Pile 3. And they are right next to you. So if you're feeling in the dark, if you're feeling alone, if you're feeling hopeless in this situation, Spirit wants you to know that they are with you and they are praying for you. And I really feel this sense of hope here, this sense of healing. And I'm getting a very strong message that Spirit is right next to you through this. So that's really reassuring and hopeful, Pile 3. So you also received stone people with vigilance. Interesting. So this card is about being vigilant about your thoughts, Pile 3. Being vigilant about how you're talking to yourself, what feelings you're having, how you're communicating with people. Are you communicating in a negative way, or are you communicating in a positive way? Are you talking negatively about yourself, or are you talking positively to yourself? Really being vigilant about how you're approaching the world and how you're approaching yourself, and changing those negative thoughts to positive, working on restructuring your thoughts, restructuring your mind to be in a positive mindset, and catching yourself when you find yourself in a negative mindset, catching yourself and working on transforming that negative energy to positive energy. So, the message from Spirit here is just about being vigilant about your thoughts and your feelings and being aware of them. And once you're aware that you're having a negative thought, you can work to change that. You can work to transform it, transmute it into a positive thought. So really, really interesting concept, Pile 3. So you also received Exploring Unity Consciousness. And it says, I am one eternal light appearing as all. Beautiful. Yeah, so I feel like another way for you to eliminate any negative thinking patterns, Pile 3, is to understand that you are not the only one that is going through this. There are times when we all feel negatively. There are times when we all have negative thoughts or negative feelings. It's part of being human. But it's also a way for you to recognize that we're all sort of in the same boat. We're all part of this one united front. We're all living on this earth, and we're all coexisting, and we're all part of Spirit. We're part of the cosmos. And so I feel like understanding that you're not alone in this process is a way for you to heal, is a way for you to feel less alone in this, and less negative, because it's like, to give you an example, it's like going through a hard time or a hard experience, and not having anyone to talk to about it, feeling alone, feeling hopeless. And then, someone coming along and saying, hey, I really want to talk to you about this. Can you share with me what happened? Whether this is a friend or a family member that comes to you. But as soon as you start talking about it, as soon as you start sharing it with someone, all of a sudden you feel lighter. All of a sudden you feel better. And that's because you're relating that experience to another human being, and you're sharing in those emotions, in those feelings. And that gives you a sense of unity. It gives you a sense of peace to know that another person can relate to you, another person can understand you and hear you out. So it's almost that concept of sharing and unity here that Spirit is talking about. So for some of you, you may want to talk about your thoughts or your feelings with maybe a therapist or a counselor or even just a friend or a family member. But I feel like this idea of unity and sharing is really important for you guys, and sort of letting your feelings out and working with other people to heal any negative thinking patterns, whoever that person may be for you. So really, really beautiful. So you also received Lama, and it says, set clear boundaries and enforce them. Archangel Camuel. Yeah, so for this group, I'm feeling like setting boundaries is going to be really important for you guys. And this is about setting boundaries with not only other people, but with yourself as well. Setting boundaries as to what thoughts you're going to allow yourself to think, what things you're going to allow yourself to say to yourself or to say to other people. Really putting a boundary on what you're going to accept, how much negativity and how much negative thinking you're going to accept. And, for a lot of you, I feel like it's going to involve, telling yourself, as soon as you start feeling a negative thought, you need to stop that from going through your mind, and you need to change that to a positive thought. It's going to be that extreme where you need to actually put a stop on that thought and just completely change it. For some of you, you may have a negative thought and then realize as an afterthought, oh, I shouldn't have, thought that about myself. I shouldn't have said that. And then working on changing it. So it's going to be different for everybody. But I feel like setting boundaries with yourself and with other people is going to be really important in this process of changing any negative thinking to positive, and really giving yourself, ultimatums, and giving yourself boundaries, and then enforcing them, carrying through with that boundary. Maybe it's telling yourself, I'm not going to say anything negative about myself today. I'm just going to only say positive things about myself. That's a boundary. And, Spirit wants you to stick to that boundary, whatever that boundary is for you. Stick to that. And the more you stick to it, the more it's going to become a natural thing for you to just constantly think positively and to constantly give positive feedback to the world and to yourself. It's going to become, second nature. As soon as you set that boundary and stick to it, it's really going to become part of your being and your nature, pile 3. So really beautiful concept there. So you also received the Believe card. Beautiful. And it says, there's magic all around you. Open up to the wonders of the universe. Notice the connections and synchronicities. Follow your feelings and believe with all your heart. We successfully manifest our dreams when our feelings are in alignment with our plans. From that sacred union, the right ideas take shape, the best relationships blossom, and the stuff that's meant to be easily falls into place. Everything is possible. Wow. Yeah, so this card is about believing, pile 3. Believing in yourself, that you are capable of getting rid of these negative thinking patterns. You are capable of thinking positive and spreading positive energy to others. And you are capable of achieving your dreams. But you won't be able to do that if you don't believe in yourself. And if you don't believe that you are capable of being this positive, happy, beautiful person. If you believe in yourself and you believe in your dreams, you will achieve them. So I feel like a way for you to eliminate any negative thinking is to believe in yourself and believe that you can change from negative thinking to positive. You can do it, pile 3. And, spirit is with you. Like we saw before, spirit is working with you, sending this positive healing energy. And, it's about you, setting boundaries for yourself and being vigilant about how you're talking to yourself, what thoughts you're having, how you talk to other people, and exploring more about, sharing, uniting with other people, sharing your thoughts, sharing your feelings, all of that. But most importantly, believing is pile 3. So really, really important message there. So finally, I'm just going to cover this. You have number 18 with be a channel. Yeah, so this is about being a channel for spirit, pile 3. I feel like a lot of you are very intuitive. I feel like this is my group of psychics and maybe tarot readers, or I feel like you guys have this connection with spirit. And I saw it before with this angels pray for you card. But spirit wants you to be open to the messages that it's giving you, and it wants you to be this channel of light and this channel of healing for not only yourself but for other people. And I feel like you have this ability, pile 3, to be this open, receptive channel, to be this medium or vessel for spirit to communicate. It's about getting in touch with spirit, really connecting with spirit, whether that's through meditation or through tarot readings or through psychically connecting with spirit, however it resonates for you. But I feel like being this channel and getting in touch with spirit, listening to spirit's messages, receiving spirit's healing is going to allow you to change any negative thinking to positive, and to really be this channel for spirit to spread positive energy, spread love, spread healing to the world, pile 3. So really beautiful. So let's take a look at your tarot now to see if we can get some more info. So you received the 10 of Swords card. And the 10 of Swords card is about feeling defeated, pile 3. It's about feeling sort of low, down in the dumps, feeling anxious, feeling fearful. And, spirit wants you to know that they see that you're going through this difficult time. They see that things have been difficult for you. And they see that you've been thinking negatively. There's a lot of mental anguish here. There's a lot of negativity. And I feel like spirit wants you to know that, like I said before, they are with you. They are helping you through this time. They are healing you. And they just want you to believe in yourself and believe in the power of healing. And I also feel like, there's a message of rebirth here, because we have this skull, so I feel like, even though some of you may feel like, this is, just a horrible, terrible time you're going through, there is hope here for a rebirth. There's new energy that's going to be coming in to eliminate all of this anguish, all of this negativity, all of this anxiety, and allow you to start anew. And, you know, it's just about working on these things to get to that place, pile 3. So really, really interesting. So you also have the 2 of Wands here, which is all about hope and opportunities. So I feel like Spirit really wants you to maintain your hope, maintain your optimism, pile 3. Not let the clouds and the negativity overtake you. But remember that you have all of these opportunities here in your life. You have this opportunity to heal right now and to see things in a positive light, to really appreciate yourself and to talk to yourself in a positive way, and to recognize that there is hope for the future here. There's opportunities, and not to forget that, but to always remember that, pile 3. So really important message there. You also have the Empress in reverse here. So with this card, I feel like, you know, for a lot of you, you may be feeling blocked right now. You may be feeling, you know, whether this is a creative block or a mental block, but there's an idea of you feeling sort of stifled or blocked here. And, you know, Spirit wants you to know that you are this beautiful, creative person, and you are so capable of change, and you're so capable of transformation. And, you know, like we talked about before, it only takes this belief in yourself to turn this card upright, you know, from this block and this negativity to this beautiful, creative, positive person. You know, it's this belief that is going to change you from being blocked to being this open channel, you know, for Spirit. So it's really interesting how, you know, Spirit is coming through with this message about releasing those blocks, releasing that negativity, and really letting yourself shine, pile 3, really letting yourself blossom again. So really, really interesting. So finally, you have the the 4 of Pentacles here. And this card is about remembering your power, pile 3. Remembering how powerful you are and how powerful the idea of change is, and how capable you are of changing. You know, I said that before. You guys are capable of healing and of making this change in your thinking patterns. You know, it requires vigilance, you know, and it requires boundaries, and it requires belief in yourself, but you are capable of doing it, and Spirit knows that, you know. And I also get the feeling with this card, you know, we see this girl in this meditation position. So I feel like for some of you, meditation may be really helpful in terms of you reclaiming your power, you getting back in touch with how capable you are, how powerful you are in making these changes, and in feeling this earthly power here, this sense of pride, the sense of belief in yourself. So really, really interesting energy there, pile 3. So I'm just going to get one final card here for you from this deck. So Fairies and Fae, what final messages or guidance do you have for pile 3, please? What final messages or guidance do you have for pile 3, please? Okay, so you received the Balance card, and it says, I surround myself with people I love and enjoy my time with them, but I also take time to nurture my relationship with myself. I have found a healthy balance between being with friends and having self-care time. Beautiful. Yeah, so this card is about balancing time with other people and balancing time by yourself, pile 3. Spirit really wants you to find that balance between being with people and spending time on yourself, spending time on self-love and self-care. And, you know, it's interesting because we talked about, um, I think spending time with others. Yeah, spending time with others before here. You know, maybe talking with a friend, talking with a counselor, exploring unity consciousness, you know, working and spending time with other people is really important in this healing process. But also spending time with yourself, you know, working on this vigilance, working on these boundaries with yourself, and also working on self-love and belief in yourself. Practicing self-care, practicing self-love is going to be really important in helping you heal these negative thinking patterns and really changing them into positive thoughts, positive feelings. So, really beautiful messages from Spirit here today, pile 3. So I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up down below. I would really appreciate it. And if you like this reading and you would like to see more like it in the future, please subscribe to my channel. It really does help my channel grow. And I would love to have you guys as part of the Flower Fairy family. Otherwise, thank you so much for being here. I am spreading a lot of love to you guys. And like I said before, I hope you have a wonderful new year. And I will see you all in the next reading. Bye.